What's up guys, Matt in this video. Today I'll bring you guys the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare breakdown of the trailer. But in the first part of the video, I'll play the trailer so you guys can hear that and see that. And in the second part, I'll bring you guys the breakdown. So let's hop straight into the video.
Democracy? Democracy. Democracy is not what these people need. Hell, it's not even what they want. America's been trying to install democracies in nations for a century, and it hasn't worked one time. These countries don't have the most basic building blocks to support a democracy. Little things like we ought to be tolerant of those who disagree with us. We ought to be tolerant of those who worship a different God than us. That a journalist ought to be able to disagree with the president. And you think that you can just march into these countries based on some fundamentalist religious principles, drop a few bombs, topple a dictator, and start a democracy? Give me a break. People don't want freedom. They want boundaries, rules, protection from invaders and from themselves. People need a leader who can give them both the support and the constraints to keep chaos at bay. You give them that, and they'll follow. And that's where I come in.
So guys, you just saw the trailer. I hope you guys did enjoy that. Now, let's hop straight into the breakdown. As you can see on screen now, guys, it does say the following was captured on the Xbox One. And this means that the game we just saw, that it was actually captured by an Xbox One. So that's how good the graphics are and how good it looks. So that is pretty cool. The second part isn't the best for PlayStation fans. This means that the DLC and all that kind of stuff will be coming to Xbox first. So that means the contract between Activision and Microsoft hasn't ended yet. We thought it was going to be coming to an end at the end of Call of Duty Ghosts, but obviously it hasn't. So big apologies for PlayStation fans. You have to wait probably another year till you start getting the DLC first, or if the contract even changes by then. Moving on, we can see the exoskeleton suit. This is probably one of the biggest parts of all of the trailer, and it'll be on a lot of people. This is kind of like a pumped up version of the exoskeleton suit. Moving on, we can see more soldiers walking with these exoskeleton suits. It's kind of like a bit more advanced version. As you can see as well, on their wrist they have like an iPhone kind of thing. Same thing in Black Ops 2, where you can control your kill streaks from there as well, which is pretty awesome. Now, as we can see on screen right now, we do see a dual rotor kind of helicopter. Because it's set in 2054, that's when the game is set. There'll be obviously no helicopters in that time. They're saying there'll be these dual rotors, which is taking over the kind of the helicopters. You can see lots of them on screen there. And this guy is kind of the main character, or one of the main characters. It was leaked in a background image a week ago. And as you can see, we don't know his name, we don't know anything about him, but he is in the trailer quite a bit. So this means he probably is one of the main characters from single player, which is pretty cool. Now, we can see, obviously, again, this dual rotor helicopter going invisible. So one time it's visible, and the other time it's not, as you can see there. So going back and forth, which is pretty awesome. And our main villain of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is Kevin Spacey, as you can see. He's kind of the bad guy, the antagonist of the game. He's also trying to stop democracy in his country and bringing dictatorship, which is probably not the best thing. Now we can see Sledgehammer Games is obviously the creator of the game. And as you can see, another soldier there with the exoskeleton suit on again, with kind of a battery pack at the top, maybe powering the thing. As you can see, this awesome mask, it was leaked a image about a few days ago, which is pretty cool, and it goes automatically down. As you can see, the exoskeleton suit, how much power it has, just pushing this guy straight over the edge, which is freaking amazing how much power this suit's going to have. Now, we can see a gunfight happening in the middle of the street with buses and cars. I don't know how this is going to work, but that was pretty weird. And as you can see on screen, there's kind of the cars here that are more futuristic cars. You can see different things. Now, this is pretty awesome. We do see the exoskeleton suit, how powerful it is, how high it can make you jump. This guy's probably about 6 meters in the air, and he's just jumping with no worries. There's no dramas about it. He's jumping like a normal person does, but 6 meters higher, and he lands with no dramas, no injuries. As you can see there, walks it off perfectly. And obviously, we can see Kevin Spacey on screen again. He's talking about the city, and this is just a civilian dying. We don't know why, but just getting shot in the head. And here we get our first look at a weapon with a silencer and a kind of a red dot sight. We don't know what weapon it is yet, but it is something cool to notice. And obviously on his helmet, we do see these really weird circles. We don't know what they are, but I'm assuming something that got to do with the heads-up display, or something to do with like a kind of thermal vision, or something to increase your vision so you can see maybe the ball players or see through the fire, something along those lines, because it is futuristic. And we do also see, again, they're jumping with the exoskeleton suit. So how much power these things have. It seems that they do have a lot of power and can make you like more futuristic. How do I say it? More robotic. Again, Kevin Spacey. Again, lots of him through the trailer. He is talking, so he's one of the big main characters. And here we do get our first-person look at our gun. We don't know what kind of gun it is. It's got a dual kind of sight. We don't know what weapon it is, as I said. When we do get more information, I'll let you guys know about that. Moving on from there, we do see some hover bikes, but we'll come back to those in a minute. We can see the exoskeleton suit punching through a door. So this kind of gives us an idea how much strength you will have with the suit on. Now moving on from there, we can see some people scanning the ground. We don't know what for, obviously, but they are scanning the ground. And we can see an invisible cloak here. So not only that helicopters and those quad rotors, dual rotors can go invisible, people can also go invisible as well. Hopefully they don't bring this to multiplayer because it'll be a bit OP, but there it is. Now, we can see this awesome grenade. It lights up the room, as you can see there, and it does show us the players. And we do obviously get a look at our side as well, but you can see the players on screen as well. We don't know how long the grenade will actually last for. Hopefully, it doesn't last for too long, so it's not too OP. But if it brings into multiplayer, I reckon it'll be around maybe 5-7 seconds. It will be last, and then it'll go away. Moving on from there, we can see Kevin Spacey getting a bit angry. Don't know why. But we also can see a soldier jumping with the exoskeleton suit from like a rooftop or something like that, and it does jump pretty far. And we can see him obviously breaking through this metal door and ripping out a soldier and throwing him to a pole, meaning again you will have a lot of power. Here we can see the Golden Gate Bridge, where the main part of the trailer was taken around or taken in, and as you can see, the same Call of Duty feel, where you can see the drama of people dying and cars smashing and bridges breaking. Moving on, we can see Kevin Spacey here. He just kind of gets angry, and we can see another dual rotor helicopter with the main character again, and another weapon. I think it's a different weapon, doesn't look the same as the other one. So like I said before, he'll be in a lot of the trailer. Now moving on, we do see this huge suit. It's like a huge exoskeleton suit, but like 50 times better. I don't think everybody will get their hands on this. If it's in multiplayer, it'll be kind of like a kill streak. But here, you only see it once, so it is something special. It's not something that you can get constantly and all the time, which means it shouldn't be too overpowered, which is pretty cool. And you do have Gatling guns coming out of the hands, which is really cool as well. Once again, we are faced with the main character on the trailer again. And we can also see him here helping a civilian, so it looks like he's a good soldier. On screen, we do have these awesome kind of dual rotor mini versions of the helicopters. I think they'll have like kind of guns or something on them that go around shooting people. Here we do see people jumping again, and we also do see this guy with his wristwatch just blow up a tank, which is freaking amazing, which is pretty cool. Here we do see these awesome gloves that you can climb up the wall with. So these part of the exoskeleton suit. I don't think this will be in multiplayer, and if it is, it will be a scaled down version, so you can't climb up everything. Moving on, we do get to look at the hover bikes. They're kind of like a motorbike, but obviously a hover version because the game's in the future. Now here we can see kind of like a kill streak. Those dual rotors, I reckon, will be implemented into multiplayer as a kill streak. Going to be a 5 kill streak. You throw them like a hunter-killer drone. They go around and they kill someone, explode, or shoot someone, which is pretty awesome. Moving on from there, we can see it fly away, and we can see Kevin Spacey there. And we also see this kind of a shield thing. Obviously, it's a new material because these guys are just shooting at it, as you can see there. And it is taking all of the bullets, so it doesn't get really that much damage, but it must be a new material in the future because it just cops, as I said, all the damage. And moving on from there, we do see Kevin Spacey talking again. And he doesn't look the happiest bloke of all. He was looking into his city and seeing the devastation that has been caused or that will be caused. So he doesn't obviously, as I said, look the happiest bloke of all time. As we can see, the dual rotors again there. Some of them are exploding. Obviously, they've been shot at or something along those lines, as you can hit in buildings and all that kind of stuff. We can also see the exoskeleton suit holding this guy half in the car and half out, and he is controlling it. He's one hand in and the rest of his body out, which is pretty awesome. And he gets hit there, and he does get launched into the water, as you can see there, first person view, which means there should be an underwater mission. Here again, we see the hover bikes. I don't know what you want to call them. I call them hover bikes. And you can see him racing around there. I reckon this will be a mission you're on them. And he's going 85 miles an hour. That's about 137 kilometers an hour, which is very, very fast. And he's weaving and getting shot at. And here we see an army vehicle. It's like a normal vehicle. And again, we see the exoskeleton suits jumping in the air with the dual sight on the gun again. They're jumping. And we do see this awesome kill streak. It's kind of like a mini version of a tank. Obviously shooting bullets and all that kind of stuff. So here on screen we can see army personnel walking and all that kind of stuff. And we do see this awesome kind of tank, which is like it kind of crawls around the rocks and all that kind of stuff, as you can see there, which is pretty awesome. And we do see this awesome new gun. It's kind of a futuristic weapon that shoots kind of like a light beam kind of thing, so like a laser gun, which will really strong. And they are fighting on boats, so obviously there will be a mission where you're fighting on a boat. Here you see the soldiers getting shot at, and another soldier jumping with the exoskeleton suit, kicking the other guy in the face, which is pretty awesome. So that does wrap up the trailer there, guys, as you saw. Hope you guys have enjoyed this breakdown. As you can see, we also do have a new Call of Duty logo. It's different from all other Call of Duties, so it's something new there as well. So I hope you guys also have enjoyed this video. I love breaking down the trailers. I will break down all the other trailers that come down in the future. I'll have obviously the multiplayer trailer and all that kind of stuff. And at the end, it did say it's coming the 11th of the 4th, which is a Tuesday in November. It always launches on a Tuesday around the world, so that is pretty awesome. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed, and comment down below what you think of the trailer. Here's another 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them yet. I do have my latest 2 Call of Duty Advanced Warfare videos. If you haven't seen any of those videos, check them out. Make sure to check out my Twitter and my Google Plus. Links for them will be in the description down below. Thank you for all your support, guys. Has been Mad Matt, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.